Good afternoon, everyone from YouTube. Give me a sec as I am trying to make sure that I am live because yesterday I was trying to go live for Marvel Rivals, but that didn't work. So we're just gonna double check to see if this is working right now on my end because I was having trouble with YouTube. It looks like we are. Just give me a sec, make sure I am live with you guys because I don't want it to start going and all of a sudden I just wasted my time just talking to an empty camera with no audience. I'm assuming we are okay, even though it's not getting me to my thing. Um, I hope you guys are enjoying your Monday as it is Martin Luther King Day. We remember a great legend um, asking for equality and everything long time ago, and trying to stay warm because it is freezing cold. I just came back from work. It was so cold. I was happy that I actually got done with it and just went back home after I did an errand. So now we're here. We're going to talk about dispatch. I rolled the boo today, so that way I can feel, like I'm part of the game. Um, so as everyone knows, I have finished 3, 4 playthroughs on this game, and I have a lot to say. I really enjoyed everything about it. There has never been anything that I thought that was flat or short-lived. I thought it was well paced. It was well nourished. The characters are very well written. Um, Stories there. There are some picks I would say maybe just have an episode extra or two because the eighth episode will needs to stop. I mean, I obviously like I told you guys in the Stranger Things review video about the whole premise of the whole thing, including the finale. I just think that having 9 to 10 episodes is more efficient than having these eights. You keep on having these eights. I get it because it's the 8 hour rule, but it's like you can expand it. You can make it more expressive of how you want to talk about your characters and writing. However, with Dispatch, it makes it feel so much flow and goodness. I can vouch for it for being actually to the T. I actually do like this game. If it wasn't for my Expedition 33 coming out the same year, I would have said that this is number one for 2025, but it comes as a close second because there is good stuff in this game. Again, what I just point out. Plus, this music's very good. I've listened to the soundtrack over the weekend and was just very immersive of everything that was happening. I actually enjoy everything about this. So as the playthroughs, the first one I went through is going with Bonblazer and being the hero. And I ended up faring as a mentor to Visigrel. As for the second playthrough, I tried to go with Visigrel, but I didn't actually forgive her. So I did ended up faring again. However, I did go to anti-hero. And then as for the third playthrough, which I personally think it is the perfect one because I was doing very well with not only the graphs of each character, but also going through each shift like with a goal, like actually trying to get more of a advancements than I used to in my last two. And I ended up as an everyday man also having Vizzy to be in love with me. So I am now at the perfect state where I can just drop the game for now and come back later when season 2 drops, which should be around this year sometime, hopefully. If not next year, but I'm hoping it's this year because ADHOC has done a phenomenal job, quite literally, because phenomenal man right there, has done such a great job in making these characters and stories and everything just feels so good. I'm hoping that there will be at least 5, 6 seasons of this, maybe even more. I'm okay with that. If it's less, I'm gonna be sad and disappointed. I would rather have them have a lot of seasons going through and going forward, especially since it is the same people who has made Legends of Fox Machia and the Mighty Nine. I am just so blown away of how Critical Role plus this indie studio have done everything to the T. Like the characters and everything is so good. Now, if you ask me, am I more Bomb Blazer or Physical? I mean, both of them are really good. I love both of them equally. But I do like Bombay's a little more because one, she is pretty thick. Two, she is dorky like me. Um, but there's also been a thing that everyone, including myself, has thought out that what should have been a third option, which is Malila. Malila should have been our third choice. We should have went with her because one, she acts so much like both of Vizzy and Blazer equally because she is sweet, but she is also very spicy. She knows when to flirt and when just to be, just hard to get basically. I like that, and I felt like that could have been something. And even I made a thing. Let me get out my thing because I did just write this up. So this third option would be at the final the final scene of episode 4. So in this third option, you have a game night with Manila. Manila, Sonor, or Cope, wherever you choose to cut. Punch Up, Golem, Pism, Waterboy, or Phenomenal Man, whichever one you pick. And Fabe need an eighth person to play a game. Any kind of game would be fine. Advice, maybe charades or something. They try to reach out to Physical, but she won't want to pray and wasn't answering her phone. So they come to you, and you have the option to go there and have a chance with Malala right there and then. And if you want, if you pray your cause way, you can be with her. That's what I thought. That would be a nice addition and revision of them to work on it if they want to. If they need more time with season 2, they can just go back to season 1 and fix that at least, because that would give you actually a third option and actual different kinds of ways at the end of how what would happen if you choose Malala over those two. But otherwise, I am okay with it because who knows? Maybe you might be still with her on the next seasons because Malala is, Bay basically. But I do love Bomb Razor and Visigrow, as much. It was good options. There was never a bad option. I think the canon is that you successfully made Visigrow to actually not kill Swap, but you made her a hero instead. So it is if you want to be friends with her or wherever you want to pursue a relationship with her, it goes both hands. I did like the relationship when I finally did it on the third playthrough, but I didn't mind if I went back to it and just try to be her friend, try to make her go the right path. But then I have to worry about the other things that were very hard. I mean, I've seen it firsthand that how hard it is where it comes to that kind of stuff. I rather have it where I can actually basically have more of adjustment to actually get to back to the episodes. I'm pretty sure you can, but I didn't want to do that through my stream. So if I wanted to go back there and do it where I'm going to actually get this platinum, I would have to go back and do it in my own time, off camera, off to the side, just for fun. And I mean, I could do it for my stream, but then I don't think people will actually be interested. Let me know in the comments. This is for just spitballing, but I actually do like this game. It is up there with Expedition 33, obviously this one second, and third place is Split Fiction. Split Fiction was a very good game. Now it being an indie game as the other two are, but also because it is a co-op, this is more intuitive, and Expedition 33 is more active, turn-based basically. I actually really do fun with these games, very furry, and I do need to make a review on Split Fiction at some point because I've talked about it. I don't think I actually had a video discussion with it as I have with obviously Expedition 33, and I'm doing more content with that, but also with Dispatch, which obviously I had the very first day of this year, 2026, to actually go through all that, including just having different kinds of play styles. So I actually do love indie games as much as indie projects, whether it be about books or movies, shows, the things you name, I can be like, yeah, if it's an indie project, I'm going for them first before I go to like a big cooperation like Disney or something else that's out there and trying to ask for a lot of your money just because they are a big cooperation and they care about their money more than the fans. And they want exposure for basic everyone. So I do think that this batch, oh, I don't know how to weight it because it is that good. I mean, it's up there with my Expedition 33, but it has its flaws, as anything would and any game would. I think it deserves a 9.5 at least. I think it deserves that because my Expedition 33, I believe I put it at 9.9, but Dispatch, oh, I just love it. I really want to go back to it, but I'm like, I don't want to keep boring my fans and my audience with the same game and then the fourth time. I mean, this was supposed to be a month of Dispatch, but then it's like, wait a minute, I want to do my Expedition for free. I've been holding that off because one, Pokemon DRC has been there, and I still got four more Pokemon to get my Pokedex to be completed, but I'm just doing that every once in a while. I'm doing like every hour of the day, maybe every other day, because I don't want to keep on wasting time. Because some of these scans, you can get good ones, and then you can get really bad ones. When it's like I'm trying to collect my Pokedex, I'm trying to get more candy so I can, level up all my shinies or Pokemon that are basically legendaries or mythicals. I'm trying to do that. So I am doing that still. I'm probably going to do that till Pokemon Home comes out. And I can just be like, oh, whatever happens, I'm just going to have these Pokemon transfer into this game and then come back. And all the Pokemon that are from this game are going to be literally out into my Pokemon home base. I really do love everything about these kind of immersive games, and it kind of makes me want to go back to the old Telltale games and start from scratch, start from there and go back in time, basically. Like, um, I am I am really looking forward to everything that needs to be said and done with different kinds of projects and in the future of my channel. I really am excited what to see what happens and everything. I want to there to be different kind of variety and diversity in my videos. Doesn't matter what. I want to make sure that people don't get bored of the same kind of content. I'm not gonna be one of those gaming ballers. I'm not that kind of people. Those people are off to the side. I rather just be my own self and be my own content creator. Yeah, I can't even say creator properly. Content creator. There we go. I do love this game. I love this game very much. I can talk about this. I actually do prefer you telling the Z team that you are Mecha Man and you have Water Boy right there to stand up for myself yourself. That is very good moment. I like that aspect. I was glad I actually chose that because I was kind of like, oh, this is gonna be this kind of the same thing as the last one. Nope, it was totally different, and I love that because if you know Water Boy, he's my boy. He is a great dude. He's one of my favorite characters next to other people. I mean, it is simply hard to choose different kinds of cast of characters because every character is just so thought out and well written that I cannot imagine them not being in the game. And I'm excited for other cons when I see these people. I'm definitely going to be like, quoting the game or just asking for pictures of both because obviously I'm a big fan just as much as I'm a big fan on other stuff and Expedition 33, of course. I would say that this batch is worth checking out if people are interested in the adults kind of themed superheroes. That if people are getting the superhero fatigue, like I know that, but it's usually because of the writing and the characters not being the full focus. This doesn't have that. This makes me actually feel like I'm actually playing a new game every single time I played it for these 3 times. I actually did not feel dread. I actually felt like I'm excited to actually get into it and try something different. I do love this game to the point that I actually will say that it is one of the best games I have ever dealt with. I have ever experienced. Next to Expedition 33, which I'm excited to get back on that because I got the DRC and I got the French playthrough. I don't know when I'm going to start with the French playthrough though, so don't pro on me. I'm gonna do the DRC first and then see how far I can go and what I need to do, and then I'll get to the French playthrough of Expedition 33 at some point this year. I don't know when, that is going to be determined once I figure out my schedule and stuff because I want to play that game again, but in French mode and New Game Plus mode because that would make it much faster to the experience. But makes me actually on edge because of all the fights that I have to deal with for the what was it? It was August to October. Might not do some of those fights because it gets me PTSD. It will make me, get triggered on the bad. I mean, some of the stuff were pretty nice. Like I still remember the assignment fight. The assignment fight was just hype, and when I finally beat him, that was when I was like, okay, I'm going. If I don't beat him today, I'm going to beat him another day, and that's when I beat him. So I'm hoping that it's the same experience with that, but we shall see. I am still. I try not to spoil too much for you guys because I feel like it is another experience for everyone to actually experience alongside with Expedition 33 and also Spread Fiction. But this badge is something that everyone should try out, and it's not like I can be consistent because it's all different. It's all gonna be different. It depends on your choices, depends on your mood on the game and how you did it well with everything, all the aspects of everything. So it is something to experience for yourself, not for me to just tell you how you should and shouldn't do it because that's the thing. It's intuitive. It's that intuitive. I can not full fathom say about what it means to be that game. It's very intuitive. I do love the game so much that I can talk about it all day. If anyone has comments, leave them down below. I will talk about it as much as you guys want because that is very well written and there's so many ways you can go through. And if you guys want more content of me, let me know what you guys want from me. Obviously, I have game ideas. I now want to do that Expedition free stuff content, but also want to do Where the Winds Meet because think that's something on my alley. I also told my buddy Demetrius I would start Devil May Cry series except for 2 because 2 sucks. Unless they remaster it, then I can play it. I know Fallout New Vegas is coming out sometime this year, so I'm definitely going to try that out. And Sound of Midnight, definitely going to have that as a playthrough. There is a lot of games I want to try out and get more immersive about it, and get more people, more audiences, so that way we can actually go forward here. Because this was a good start. I was like, I'm going to start this batch like the first day of 2026, and I thought I did good, and I know I did good because I know I can get there, but it's going to be a long battle. And obviously, I have other stuff that I can talk about besides this games because I am very much of a person that has many hats. I am a Sean of all traits. I am an overachiever. I like to do things that people normally won't do or won't think I would do, but it's spontaneous like this, or it's just like something that I actually plan out ahead of schedule, which I'm very ambitious when that comes to stuff. So yeah, Dispatch again, it's definitely worth your while to experience it. You have to play on the PC, PlayStation, and the upcoming Switch, which is on the 28th. I heard that it's much more exclusive, much more better if you actually do it with a headset because you actually feel the way you feel on the PC. But the PlayStation is definitely worth your second choice. And as for the Switch, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to play really, but I am happy that is going from different platforms. So sad for Xbox fans, but hey, you wanted this, and they're still pricey as we have been telling you guys. So yeah, I'm giving Dispatch a 9.5. And as for my next video, this week it will be my birthday 33 stream. I will be streaming Expedition 33 all day right after I'm done with writing and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping my YouTube doesn't screw me over. Otherwise, I have to go back on Twitch and actually, do it on Twitch and then come back and do the video edit afterwards. I might have to do that, but we shall see. I'm hoping that this video is not me just talking for 20 minutes and then it's just gone. I'm hoping it actually streams, so bear in mind if I have to redo this again. But but probably not. I probably think it's actually streaming. So I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did. Have a marvelous Monday and take care. Happy Martin Luther King Day, and stay warm if you guys are living in Wisconsin or the Midwest because it is cold. Take care, y'all, and see you guys all next time. Peace out.